Hi everyone, my name is Katy and thank you for joining me for another reading journal video. Today we are setting up my reading journal for 2025, so let's get started. This year for my reading journal, I went with the Notebook Therapy Lunar Spells A5 journal. I was really happy with my Notebook Therapy journal this year in 2024. So I wanted to choose another one for 2025, and I absolutely love this design on the front cover. I thought it was perfect for a reading journal, especially for me and my witchy vibes and all of my fantasy books. And the hardcover itself is like a really low pile velvet, which I like, and it looks and feels nice, but it also shows every piece of cat hair and little speck of anything. So I definitely prefer the faux leather covers to the fabric covers, but that is a lesson I have now learned. And then the edges are a gold gilded color with etched stars in the edges as well. And overall, it looks super cute, and I am so excited to dive into it. So I'm starting by flipping to the first full spread in the journal, and that is my library spread. A lot of people do a variation of this spread, and it was definitely my favorite spread in my journal setup last year. And I am starting with some amazingly cute washi tape from Notebook Therapy. I absolutely love this one. It is a really pretty dusty pink with gold foiling in this kind of mountain, sun, and celestial vibe, I guess. It's really pretty, and I use it throughout the whole setup today. Once I have that done, you'll notice that I have cut down this first page with my wavy textured scissors, so that I created a little peekaboo door, I call it, from the actual first page of the journal. The reason I do this is A, to create a little cover page with the year, but also because in my experience, the first page in a bullet journal is always a little weird. The binding is like stuck to the cover almost, which makes it kind of annoying to do a full spread in. So to circumvent that, I just cut it down and create a little cover page. And then I'm just diving in with going over the bookshelves that I've already drawn out in pencil with my pen. I've drawn just over about 50 books in this spread. And just like in 2024, if I do go over that number of books read in 2025, I'll just make a second bookshelf spread later in the journal. This is definitely one of the most time-consuming parts of my reading journal setup, just drawing out the shelves and the books and adding in the little spines and everything. It makes my hand hurt just watching this back, but I definitely love the effect, and it's always nice to have that sense of accomplishment to fill in your reading library spread in your journal. So you'll notice that I have left a bunch of different spaces on the shelves themselves and then next to the shelves, and that is because I have planned out which stickers that I want to use. And so the next step is to start to put some of those stickers in and visualize the spread. And as always, I am using amazing stickers from Marigona Suli Art. I'll have her information linked down below, but about all of the stickers that I use in today's reading journal setup will be from her shop. She is definitely like my favorite sticker artist, and I have such a huge hoard of her stickers because I love them so much. For this setup, I'm using these pink and brown Witchy Library stickers, and I love how they look in this spread. I've added a little bookshelf with a skull and a potion bottle at the top, as well as a tote bag with some different books. And then I will continue to add stickers as I work on the spread. So now I'm just going in by drawing the wood grain on all of my shelves. This is a stylistic thing that I started doing last year, and I really love how it looks, so I'm planning on continuing it in 2025. And then once I have those wood grain details drawn in on all of the shelves, I'm going in with my marker to color in the shelves themselves. I just use my Tombow, I think it's 942 marker to fill in all of the shelves. And then I use this same color for every single shelf that I'll put in the journal, in my monthly cover pages, in any TBR setups, whatever I do. This is like my designated shelf color in order to make the whole journal cohesive. So once we have all of that done, it kind of sets the foundation for what I consider the fun part of setting up this spread, and that is putting in the additional stickers. So like I said, I'm using a combination of her different pink and brown stickers. So I'm adding some different book stacks to the shelves themselves, as well as some little decorations like this little coffee cup and a potion bottle. And then the star of the show is this larger sticker of the witchy girl with the owls reading on a book stack in front of a beautiful stained glass window. I love this sticker so much, and I've been saving it to use for something special, and I thought that there is nothing more special than my bookshelf spread for the year, so I had to use it for this. And then on that bottom shelf, I'm adding a little cauldron sticker, and I'm using this as my rating system for how I will color in the books themselves on the shelves, and drawing little bubbles around the cauldron, and each bubble will correlate to a certain star rating of the books I read. And then I'm adding in a bunch of little decoration stickers, so little hearts and dots and stars all around the spread. And I'm finishing off with my marker to add in additional hearts and stars and dots, just the way that I do in all of my spreads to add a little bit more decoration, fill in the space. I always love to finish my spreads like this. So once I have the library spread done, I am flipping back to that first page, which will become my 2025 cover page. And here you can see that little wavy peekaboo door, and I'm using more of Marigona Suli Art's pink and brown bookish witchy stickers. And I'm pairing that with another Notebook Therapy washi tape. This one is like a mauve-y kind of color with some doodles of moons and crystals and hands and just overall witchy vibes. And then this sticker I just really love. Again, it also matches with the spell book on the front cover of the hardback of this journal, so I thought it all fit in really well and created a theme, I guess. And then I'm just writing in the year. I can't believe it's already going to be 2025, but that is how I finish off this spread. And then I'm flipping back another page to the nameplate page and just penning in my name and adding in a few more of those pink and brown bookish stickers. I feel like this year I did a really good job at keeping all of the spreads in the beginning of my journal really cohesive, and I'm pretty proud of how it looks. I really like it. So then we are flipping forward to my yearly stats at a glance page. I started using this page in 2024, and I really like having all of these stats in one place that I can look at. So I wanted to do it again for 2025. And the overall layout is basically the same as it was in 2024. But I am using a combination of that pink and gold mountainous moon and sun washi tape and that mauvey washi tape from the cover page. So once I have that washi tape down, I'm going in with my pen and I'm starting with just putting the year at the top. And then it's kind of the time-consuming part of this spread, and that is drawing out all of the boxes and putting in all of the lines. And you'll see that I just like to use a discarded page from a bullet journal as my straight edge. But in each of these boxes, I will track the total number of books that I read, and then the little symbols stand for physical, ebook, and audiobook. And then the OBM tracks the number of books that I owned and read, borrowed and read from a friend or family or from the library. And then the M is for manga that I've read. This is a little different from last year because I had Kindle Unlimited last year, but I have since canceled my Kindle Unlimited subscription. So manga is the new category for 2025 because I'm trying to read more of the manga that I own in the new year. So we will see how that goes. So to finish out the boxes, I'm just adding little drop shadows to each of them just to make them stand out a little bit more on the page, and also to kind of mimic the faux calligraphy that I do with my little drop shadows on the text. And then I'm adding in these little washi stickers from Notebook Therapy, as well as some Marigona Suli Art stickers to the bottom, keeping the decoration pretty simple because there's a lot going on this page, and there will be a lot of numbers, and it will get a lot busier as the year goes on, so I kept the decoration pretty minimal. And then I'm flipping forward using a spare piece of bullet journal paper just to make sure that my marker doesn't bleed at all, or my gel pens or anything. That's why I do that, if you're wondering. But now I'm in kind of my tracker pages, I guess you could call them. I'm starting with more of that pink and gold washi tape. And again, I have a little wavy Dutch door with that peekaboo washi tape poking through. And while I'm using the same washi tape for these spreads, I wanted to be able to add a little bit of difference between them. So you'll see what I mean once you see the stickers that I've chosen for the next couple of spreads. I wanted it to still be cohesive, but also have like a specific theme for each of them. So before I put down any stickers, I'm starting with my stamps. all of these are from Notebook Therapy, a few different sets that I have accumulated over the years. And I'm just adding in a few stamps in the corners and then adding the first of my stickers. So for this first set of trackers, I went with a kind of spring floral vibe. I'm using these springy witches. And then I'm just adding in some stars in the corners that don't have stamps. And then I am adding in the titles for these two trackers. So the page on the left will track the rereads that I'm going to do in 2025. I wasn't the best at rereads in 2024. Not that I need to reread or should or shouldn't or anything. I just always have this urge to reread books. And I want to be able to keep track of them so that I can remind myself that I want to reread them. And then the page on the right will track some of the series that I'm getting through. I don't track every series because I read way too many and I start way too many of them. So this page will really be for prioritizing the series that I want to continue or complete. And both of these are the same as what I did in 2024. And then I'm just adding in some more decoration, so more floral stickers to go with that springy kind of vibe. And then I'm flipping forward to the next set of trackers. And again, I'm starting with my stamps and then some stickers and drawing in some little stars in the corner. I really love this specific witchy sticker where the girl has a little bunny rabbit poking out of her backpack. So the spread on the left is for my physical TBR or my physical priority books. And just like a lot of us, I have a lot of physical books that I really need to get to and I need to read them. Or at least that's how I feel, you know? I did post my bookshelf tour video recently if you want to check out all of my physical books, but there are a lot of them. So this spread is just for reminding myself of which ones are kind of my priorities, because I have a really bad memory. So when I'm looking for what to pick up next, in theory, I could reference this page and then check them off as I read them. And then the page on the right is probably one of the most fun pages to set up, and that is my 2025 book bingo. So I'm just using my pen to write in the letters to spell out bingo at the top, and then drawing in the grid. And I don't make my bingo too hard. I try to make it pretty attainable because it's all for fun, you know? So a lot of it is different genres or tropes that I love. I've got vampires and dragons and dark academia, Regency vibes, cozy fantasy, magic school, political fantasy, all of these things that I really love to read about anyway. I also look for a local author, a debut author, a 2025 release, a 1,000-page book, finishing a series, a pink cover to match the theme of my spreads. So just like fun things to remind myself of picking up different things when I'm looking to plan my TBR or pick up the next book to read, because you'll notice I just kind of struggle with that a little bit. I get overwhelmed by the amount of books that I want to read. So then I get overwhelmed and I don't pick anything, or I pick the same things over and over again. And then below the book bingo is my section for anticipated books in 2025. And I will just list out the title and the anticipated release date and hope that that release date doesn't change. So then flipping to the next set of spreads, this is another peekaboo door situation. I could have kept these all within a series of peekaboo doors, but I wanted to honestly use more sticker themes. That's the reason why I separated them. So for this set of trackers, I'm using that same washi tape, but I am instead pairing it with these blue and pink wintry witch vibes, which I absolutely love. And I'm pairing them with some different designs from her other sticker sheets. So I have some little kitties, I have some witchy and divination objects, and of course I have some books. The first 2 pages here are for tracking my book mail, and I really liked having this spread in 2024. It was the first year that I've done a spread like this, and it was helpful to not only keep track of what's coming into my library, but for pre-orders specifically to remind myself that, yes, I did buy that. Don't buy it again, or just stuff like that. Because I do get a couple book box subscriptions, and then I also like to pre-order special editions from a variety of different places. So I'm just using my pen to write in the title, and then I'm using a Tombow marker to make little spaces for the tracker headings. And I track if I have received the book, if the book has been mailed out, because I buy from some international retailers or some smaller shops where their shipping times can be like a month or so. And then I track the name of the book, as well as the shop that it came from and the edition that it is. So then flipping to the next 2 trackers, one of these is new, which is exciting. I am starting again by adding in more decoration stickers and some more little kitties, which I love. And my favorite witch from this set of witchy stickers is the one in the bottom left with the kitty in her hands. I love it so much. But the tracker on the left is what I'm calling my book box backlist. And I really, again, want to have a place to put my priority books that I've been meaning to get to that I've gotten from different book box subscriptions specifically. So this is different from my physical TBR. And honestly, I would say it's a bit more high priority for me, because I have these beautiful editions of books. I want to be sure that I read and enjoy them. So this will be a space to track all of that. And then the spread on the right will track my arcs. Now in 2024, if you watched my channel, you know that I did not do a very good job at keeping track of or staying on top of my arc reading, and it is one of my goals to be better at that in 2025, so I'm trying this spread again to help me with that, but we will see how it all goes. For my book box backlist, I'm just tracking the name of the book, the shop that I got it from, and then if I've read it. And then for my ARCs, which stands for Advanced Reader Copies, I realized I didn't say that yet. but I am tracking if I have read the book, if I've posted a review on Goodreads, if I've sent feedback to the publisher, whether it's on NetGalley or via email if they reached out one-on-one, and then of course the name of the book itself. And then I'm just using some additional stickers to finish up the spread before flipping to the final spread in this reading journal setup. So this final spread is my version of my monthly favorite book, and instead of doing it by month, I do it by Zodiac season, and I've done it this way since I've had a reading journal, so I will continue to do it this way. I'm starting with that same mauve-y washi tape from the cover page, and I'm just putting that at the top and the bottom of this page. And then I go in with my teeny tiny ruler to help me draw in these little spaces to put each of the 12 books for each Zodiac season. So then once I have all of those little boxes drawn, I'm going in with my stickers. So this is from a sticker book sold at Michael's craft store that I've had for years, but they have these really cute round black circles that have the name of the zodiac as well as the constellation. And I thought that these were really cute and I really wanted to use them this year. So much like a monthly favorite spread, I pick my favorite book from each Zodiac season and I put the cover of that book in the appropriate box, and it creates a kind of Hall of Fame for the whole year and also kind of gives me highlights of what I was reading throughout the year and at which times. And then I finish out the spread with some additional black and gold little celestial stickers. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching my 2025 reading journal setup. If you enjoyed this and would like to watch any of my 2024 reading journal videos, I will have my playlist linked here on screen and down below. Thank you so much for your support in 2024. I can't wait to continue sharing with you in 2025. It means so much to me to have a place to share my creativity, my love for reading and stories, and I am so grateful to all of you. If you like this one, please leave a like and a comment down below. And if you'd like to see more from me, be sure to hit subscribe. I hope that you and yours are staying safe, happy, and healthy, and I will see you again next time. Thanks again. Bye-bye.